Hello and welcome to another update video about Render. Yeah, I don't really have a lot to add since the last video, but a lot of people asked me for an update. So there you go. It's still a pretty unclear chart, I would say. You know, we have 3 waves up, we have 3 waves down, we have 3 waves up. It's certainly not in a long-term uptrend. I mean, that is still the same. That is still the same communication here. Yeah, 3 up, 3 down, 3 up is not great. It can develop 5 waves up, and if we have 5 waves up, then we can look at something more bullish long term. And in my opinion, it has a chance to develop a 5th wave to the upside as long as the 84-cent level is holding. So, but we are now in the middle of this support area. Yes, the price did rally a bit, but you know, the signal we have was the descending trend line, but it's not very clear. Okay, so this is not a clear impulse to the upside. It looks like a 5-wave move, and we can give it a chance. And we said in the previous video, as long as we're holding $1.46, it has a chance to develop here a smaller degree 5-wave move to the upside. Highly questionable though if those are 5 waves, especially given the context of the chart. So I can only leave you with that concern that it is a questionable 5-wave move to the upside. I would encourage everybody not to try to seek for absolute precision on a chart like that. This chart developed never an impulse so far. It has never developed an impulse to the upside. So don't necessarily look for those 5 waves until they are clear. The blue wave count is basically a subdivision of the yellow count. In the yellow count, we give it a chance to develop a 5th wave to the upside. And the question is, okay, has the 4th wave here already bottomed? That would only be the case in a WXY structure and would need extended proof because we do not trust WXY structures. Okay, so we don't trust it until we have 5 waves up and 3 waves down. And then also see a rally out of the support area. Until then, we have to still look for a potentially one more low in an ABC structure, even though this move up gets quite large now. But so quite large for a wave 4 size-wise. So yeah, I mean, there is a realistic chance that this bottomed already in a WXY structure. But again, we can only really confirm it once we get the next deeper pullback. So let's take this small support area out. And I want to highlight to you what is now the support that needs to hold in the case of a deeper pullback. So if we get a pullback now, then it should get into the region between $1.36 and $1.53. So if we say, all right, let's assume wave 4 might have finished. I'm still not convinced. Okay, I'm not convinced, but let's say it did. Then we are watching here for potentially this as a wave 1. Could come down in 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me just change that. Just to show you a pathway that the more directly bullish scenario could take. Yeah, this route. Change the color. Yeah, that would be this one. Okay, so that means in any pullback, if that starts now, and it should hold $1.35.9, so $1.35 basically. If we break below $1.35, we're back in the yellow count. Yeah. Again, you know that this is not a straightforward 5-wave move, and honestly, looking at the chart context, it's just not a highly desirable chart. It just isn't. There are others that are in lifetime uptrends. This one just isn't. And even if it gives us another high, there's just one more high to come, right? So there's not really much more to add. It's don't seek for absolute precision in this chart. It's not moving in impulsive structures anyway, so you have to give it space. The support area is clearly outlined on the chart. It goes all the way down to 84 cents. Below that 84-cent level, I have to assume that we are going to make another low, because then we only had 3 waves up. And yeah, also pay attention to this ascending wedge pattern here. And it could even form a head and shoulders here. It's too early to confirm that. So yeah, I think, you know, for anybody who's looking for a bit of hopium, and for anybody who's looking for a, let's say, for an uptrend chart, for anybody who's doing that, the blue count is the way to go. But I can just tell you, I don't trust it. But it is It's a potential 5-wave move. It's a questionable one, as I said. Support for that wave 2 pullback is clearly outlined. When can we say we are coming down? That's probably a bit tricky. I think the best we can do is to attempt to put a trend line here. And if that trend line breaks, we probably have confirmation, or at least it would be suggested that this wave 2 has started. The wave 2 should also be an ABC structure. So you would want to see a clearer 3-wave structure. And then as we go low in this yellow support area, you might want to attempt a long trade. Now that's up to you. Again, it's not a high quality setup, but it is one that after a potential 5-wave move up that I don't trust though, could move higher. The thing is that this move up was actually too large to be a 4th wave in wave C. So it could be something different. I mean, it can always be a WXYXZ pattern, which is another way of, of a correction. But yeah, let's see how this unfolds. I would say, first of all, we need to see if support holds. Again, for anybody who's looking for higher, the $1.35 level is bullish support. That's my update about Render. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.